at D.W. Reynolds Razorback Stadium. It's the Fresno State Bulldogs and the Arkansas Razorbacks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, Fresno State's head coach told me pregame he is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Fresno State will kick it off and we will be underway. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Smith takes the handoff. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Wow, what an impressive-looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC in recent years. Remember that offense that had Darren McFadden and Felix Jones both in the backfield, sometimes taking wildcat snaps? Nobody could stop them. This dude, I think, could have broken his way into that rotation with his ability. This guy's sick.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Hill. Open on the right side, that's Smith. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Yeah, and you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never gonna be a cornerback. That's not gonna happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm gonna go attack and make some plays.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Maybe some room here. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On the move. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Martin will throw it. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Incomplete as the screen goes right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down.
Interesting play call for this offense, man. A slow-developing screen on a 3rd and short when a defense is a little bit aggressive, and it doesn't work. And it's easy to question after the fact, obviously, right, guys?
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And they are showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Grabs it inside the 15. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Now on the option. He'll toss it. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field. It's a fake. The fake, and he wants to throw. And he'll be brought down. I know they wanted to be aggressive, throw caution to the wind. They might have been better off playing it safe there. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll move the tight end. Takes the handoff. It's Russell. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Wide receiver going in motion. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the 1st down.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And, man, this is a big decision coming up, right? Like, this is still a tie football game. So if you get stopped on 4th down, man, you're setting the other team up with good field position.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And down he goes. A sack on 4th down, and the defense gets the football back.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game.
Caught. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. Back has it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Martin will throw it. Here comes the heat. And it's picked off right at the goal line. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Another play for this offense that you're just left wanting more. Both these offenses, man, nobody's scoring any points. Palmer trying to execute a 2-minute drill, throwing the ball to the other team. That's not part of the 2-minute drill.
And I think we got to give the defenses credit because they have been dominant and physical, and they're creating takeaways. I know the offense has been sloppy, but on the other side of the ball, man, we are seeing two really good defenses go at it today.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Complete on the left to Smith. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Wants to go right back downfield. Caught by Smith. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Smith. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Taken in by Smith on the right side. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The run inside. It's Smith. There's some room. Headed to the end zone. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
Finally, somebody's able to get on the board. This game was sending offensive football back to the 1930s. Great job of executing. I know this is a defensive stalemate. I don't know how many points we're going to see in the second half. Guys, that touchdown, that might be all they need based on what we've seen here in the first half.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he capped it off with a 27-yard touchdown run. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Martin back to pass. Fires to the right. Makes the grabs. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Freeman. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And the Razorbacks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They start this third quarter, one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going. He's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here now early in their first possession in the third quarter. They're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time the defense, really nice job.
Got it down the field. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Offense lining up quickly. Just keep slinging it. Pocket breaking down. Wide open downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Rushes on him, and it's a sack.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, creating the sack. But look at this offense. They're deterred. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Got it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. To the air, it's Hill. Quick strike complete. Gets away from one, finds it. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. passes, and he gets it to the 45. The Razorbacks getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the left side. It'll be a gain of 6. That's up 2nd and 4.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Running inside, it's Smith. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
It's complete on the right side. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wideout. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Razorbacks lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. There's a crease, headed to the end zone. He steps out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll try to finish it with a score from there.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Slams it ahead. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And the offense, they're just trying to be physical. They're trying to run this ball in down close to the goal line. The defense, though, they're having none of it.
Got his man on the outside. Touchdown, Arkansas! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. The Razorbacks answer with a score of their own. Lining up to add another. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He gets a block. He's got an alley. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Fresno State.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. The give is to Smith. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Hill. The sure hands, it's Clapp. And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Man, I'm going to be curious to see this offense down the stretch. That's back-to-back runs. This is a pivotal part of the game. We're in the fourth quarter. Like, what are they going to lean on? What weapon are they going to go to find a way to get across the finish line?
They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy, so we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
To the air, it's Hill. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Trying to run, it's Russell. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lockwood. Defense gets the timeout called. 20 seconds left on the clock.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Nowhere for him to run again, and now 4th down is going to be a tough one. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He's got it, and they surge on top here in the final minute.
How about the kicker coming through in a must-have moment? They had to have this kick to take the lead late in the ball game. All the pressure, give me all the pressure, and he comes through in the clutch.
They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. To the air on 1st down. Release to the back. Firing to the right, complete. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. Martin will throw it. Finds us back in the middle. And that is how we will wrap this one up. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time. On the banks of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. It's the Arkansas Razorbacks and the Tennessee Volunteers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
The history of college football has many ties to the military. Tennessee's Neyland Stadium, with over 101,000 fans in place, is one of those. The stadium was named for legendary football coach General Robert R. Neyland on October 27, 1962. This is one of the most beautiful venues in college sports, with the Tennessee River, the sailgating, and the checkered end zones. Can't wait to watch a college football game at Tennessee. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. He'll bring it out. It's Morris. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Pulls it, fired, complete. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing it. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's blocking run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
The run inside. It's Bishop. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Lost to fire on second down. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great open.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Arkansas. A pick six. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Fielded in the end zone. It's Morris. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Oof, that's breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now, they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Nestled in the Rocky Mountains, Folsom Field in Boulder. It's the Arkansas Razorbacks and the Colorado Buffaloes. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Nestled into the gorgeous mountains in Boulder, Colorado, Folsom Field is a spectacular viewing venue for college football. The new coach has it rocking and rolling. Folsom Field continues to build on their tradition of the Buffaloes football team. Guys?
Okay, Holly. And the Razorbacks headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ready to fire from the pistol. The give to the tailback. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Right back to it. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty.
Hey, take 28, 29 bounce. 28, 29 bounce. Go.
Running inside. It's Young. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. They'll move the wide receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
Booster.
Lewis from the gun on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Lewis to throw for it on 4th. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Bringing it back.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Run in the red zone, it's Russell. Got some room headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Goes to the option. Quick toss. Touchdown, Razorbacks! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gets the back moving. Throwing. Lewis unloads to the right. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to...
They stripped it out. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him.
Oh, he's got some space.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. They'll go right back to the run. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. On the option. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Razorbacks will have it 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Russell. Fights off a defender. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle.
Makes a grab and room to run. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Back to throw. It's Hill. He lets it fly. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Young. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Got it behind the line. It's Perry. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Young. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Buffaloes are facing 3rd and inches. On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Quick completion on the out. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Buffaloes in the hurry up.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot. Get the ball out of here.
Might have a chance. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Lewis. Here's the pressure. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time, you get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Lewis to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Moore. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
Well, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he's in! Touchdown, Buffaloes! The extra point here would tie the game.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Lewis to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Going up for grabs, and he beats his man and pulls it down.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
Snagged in the middle. It's Welsh.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Extending the play. Unleashes it. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking to pass. It's Hill. Under fire. And they got it.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Quarterback making checks. The option look. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. And the Buffaloes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. Going to the run to start this second half. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Under fire. Smashes through the tackle. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Russell. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here. When it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, when the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, going to the air. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Powers through. Maybe a crease. And he scores! Touchdown Razorbacks!
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing, Lewis. That's caught. It's Atkins. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. And the Buffaloes want to move quickly.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Lewis wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
To the air again, Lewis. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Lewis. Looking down the middle. Pulls it in. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Buffaloes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll run it. It's Young. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal. Back to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bucs! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Running inside, it's Smith. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They give it to him again. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
Swings it out to the flat. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to run.
The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. On the option. And now in the pitch, the ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. He's into the open down the middle. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado. Looking for the time with the extra point. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with exactly where you want to be in this one. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
Back to throw, it's Hill. Catch in the middle, it's Hawkins. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. Finding some room. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Razorbacks moving quickly to the line. Quarterback may change this route. They'll give it to him again. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The clock stopped. 2 minutes left to play in this one.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Razorbacks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Smith takes the handoff. There he goes. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to impose their will with the run. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Pressure coming. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Never a doubt. You understand the celebration after taking the lead, guys, but this thing is not over yet.
You got to give this guy so much credit, man. It is so hard in practice to simulate the pressure that he just faced. Late in the game, seconds left on the clock, you have an opportunity to kick a field goal to put your team up late in the game, and he absolutely drilled it. What a moment for that young man.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Run inside. It's Young. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
And this offense tries to run, and unsuccessfully. Nice defense up front. Nice job playing the run and the pass in a passing-type situation. Offense, they've got to get a little bit aggressive here. They need points on the board late.
I hate the play call. It's going to kill you. It takes way too much time running the football outside and then not getting out of bounds. That's when they're going to regret trailing late.
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Here's Lewis to throw. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. On the ground, it's Young. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. Fourth down, Lewis. Escapes the pressure going right. Quarterback gets the first down. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
That is a momentum-shifting play by the quarterback. This home crowd, they are buzzing after that scramble on fourth down. Great job letting his God-given ability take over.
And here's the third interception of the night. And a great way for this defense to finish off this game as time has expired.
And how about the defense coming up with a big play late in this football game? Offense trying to put something together. But, man, they anticipated pass. They played with great vision in the back end, broke on the football, Palmer, and they called game.
Yeah, they had the lead. They knew the offense was probably going to.
A live look at D.W. Reynolds Razorback Stadium. It's the Air Force Falcons and the Arkansas Razorbacks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, I spoke to the Falcons head coach before this matchup. He understands the challenge at hand. Bringing this team in here to an SEC opponent, it is going to be a very big task at hand. But he knows his players want to show that they are just as good, maybe overlooked, not as highly recruited. He said he's got a very motivated squad on his hands today against the big boys. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Falcons will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for the big return there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 28. Back to pass, it's Hill. He's going for it all. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
And they choose to be aggressive. First play coming out, airing the football out, and the defense was absolutely not field. Nice job having discipline, being ready for the pass on the very first play, breaking on the football, and getting the juice early. The momentum on your side, making the first big play of the football game.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Quarterback keeper. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And the Falcons want to crank the tempo.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
From this spot on the field, that will be a 53-yard field goal, but they'll leave the offense out there and try to pick up the first on 4th down. He's not going to get there. The defense was sure tackling to stop him a few yards short.
And listen, we know this QB wants to take off. 4th down, go time, got to make a play. Defense locked in, dialed in.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive, and I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back.
Breaks into the open. Past the 30. He's at the top. Into the house. Touchdown, Arkansas. And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown of the game, and whooping.
Whooping, going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited, and you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board, they are going nuts.
And he's going to bring this one out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Falcons now set to take over on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And they'll knock him down. Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. Doing it himself again. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. He'll keep it himself. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, and I tell you, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Touchdown, Arkansas! A great catch in the end zone.
And that was a play call the coordinator had in his back pocket. He was hoping his defense would get the stop on 4th down. They did. There was no question. He was telling his quarterback, if we take the field, we're taking a shot. You know who you're throwing it to. What a great job of having a shot play ready to go, and it pays off.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. The option, he'll keep it. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Falcons racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Quarterback will keep it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, looking to pass. Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. We've reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Looking downfield is Hill. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. The 10. Touchdown, Falcons. The defense putting points on the board. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
We're only in the 1st half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the 2nd quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling.
And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Razorbacks have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll go right back to it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And you really can't be called the Hogs if you're not willing to grind it out in the dirt.
Yeah, and I love calling the offensive linemen the hog mollies. In Arkansas, in that beautiful state, you're going to find a bunch of big, strong individuals. And the identity of that team is usually built on those guys up front.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Running inside, it's Smith. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Dropping back, it's Hill. Throws to the tight end. Finds space on the right.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking to fire. Scrambling away. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete. He was going for the touchdown.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket and starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect.
Next going for the goal line. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they take it in for 6 more points. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. Lots of conversations going on both sidelines to put together a strategy. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much running room as he'd hoped. He's out of bounds at the 13. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Motion from the back. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Allen. Makes it past the marker. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Falcons will hustle to the line. The give to the fullback. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And he is stuffed. And I think the reason he's stuffed there is, think about it. The only time you really give the ball to the fullback is short yardage situations. The defense knew it was coming, played it fast, played it physical, and stopped them for a big loss.
He'll take it himself. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
When you're in zone coverage and it's third down, man, it's eyes on the quarterback, break as soon as the hands set.
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. Tries to get it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense.
A shot toward the end zone. They went for it all on first down. Didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to throw. It's Hill. Got his man in the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
The Razorbacks take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Snags it and he's open. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown Razorbacks.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the
A live look at D.W. Reynolds Razorback Stadium. It's the Rutgers Scarlet Knights and the Arkansas Razorbacks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Well, guys, Coach Ryan Silverfield told me pregame. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Scarlet Knights ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. The run inside, it's Russell. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Got a little grass. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, he shows you his speed and his power on that run. As far as I can think back to, Arkansas football always comes down to being able to run the football on offense. It's about grinding and wearing the opponent down. They always seem to be able to recruit outstanding athletes at that position. This guy is no different.
Turning it on. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Man, you gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're gonna feed their running back. Great job featuring him. Great job setting the physical tone. And they punched this defense right in the mouth and already got them back on their heels.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Running inside, it's Smith. Still running at the 35. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Turning on the Jets. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Could be an alley. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas. And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown of the game, and whooping.
Woo pig going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited. And you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board, they are going nuts.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Using his feet to buy time. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell. They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just try to get to him. Try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Quickly out to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Here's a heat. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the second drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. Really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
Hey, coaches talk about it all the time, man. We want to run the football, get in manageable third down situations. Well, you don't have to worry about that. If you can just hand it to this guy and he gets you a first down and he gets you another first down, the ground game is really working. This offense has got it flowing.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
After run, now throw. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. On the option. Now the toss. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Really good job by this offense, understanding where the sticks are. It's third down and short. The QB makes the pitch, good, accurate pitch, and then he does the rest. Gets north-south and gets the first down.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal.
And stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
To throw, it's Hill. Flips it out to the back. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! The AT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So they march the ball 41 yards on that drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point. And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively.
Snags it, and there's running room. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. This time he wants to throw. Looking for an open area to his left. Right on the money. He breaks a tackle. Here's a little room there. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult if you want to throw an accurate throw like he did right there.
Makes the catch. It's Raymond. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks. And the Scarlet Knights look to keep this drive humming. Off-play action on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Scarlet Knights come to the line in the hurry-up. Off-play action.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Shoots it to the left. Drop the football. Welcome to Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, Tennessee. It's the Arkansas Razorbacks and the Memphis Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Well, guys, the Arkansas head coach told me before the game he is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Looking for a man. It's Hill. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
To the air on second down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. And you'd like to see the quarterback find his rhythm early. So far, so bad. 3rd and 10. Floating away. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Quarterback gets the first down. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And on the third play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem.
Maybe some room here. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Well, look, I know this guy's not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
And And I like what this offense did. They run the option. They're good at it. They read it. They run the pitch. They get some positive yards. But more importantly, they set up a fourth and really short. They're successful in these situations most of the time.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hawkins. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got enough space, and he's gonna score. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
This head coach wanted to come into this game aggressive, guys, and he did it in a couple different ways. On that first drive, nice mixture of throwing and running offensively, but how big was that gamble on fourth down? They got it, kept the drive alive, they end up scoring a touchdown, so it paid off. You can't start a game better than that.
And he tags on the extra point. Coming out with it, it's Bradford. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Looking downfield, it's Nolan. Gets it out quickly. And that stiff arm he's got might as well be a sledgehammer. He's got it out to the 16.
And that's the start you need on offense, right? The opening drive of the game, your defense allows a touchdown, so you got to come out firing. And it's good news to see the quarterback dialed in. Good read, good timing, accurate throw. It's a big-time completion, but still work to be done. This offense obviously would like to answer that touchdown with one of their own.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive game right away.
Moving out to the right. Going to try to get it himself. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Tipton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Looking deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Back to throw, it's Nolan. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on 3rd down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Now he's going to break the pocket. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can, and here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
We've reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Might as well stick with it. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic.
A live look at D.W. Reynolds Razorback Stadium. It's the Oklahoma State Cowboys and the Arkansas Razorbacks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Hey guys, the Razorback head coach told me pregame. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Cowboys ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Russell. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Right back to him on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick.
There's some room. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield.
There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown Razorbacks. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. first drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finishes the drive with a thrilling 69-yard run to the end zone. And he's going to bring this one out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for space. It's Hawkins. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
The give to the lone running back. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team.
This is an interesting decision now for the head coach.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big time.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas.
And he's in for his 2nd touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down there. He knows how to get in the end zone. And I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. On the move, it's Hawkins. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knocked him down after the takeaway and a big play. Great to have you with us from Faurot Field, Memorial Stadium in Columbia, Missouri. It's the Arkansas Razorbacks and the Missouri Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Well, guys, Coach Ryan Silverfield told me pregame this is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Razorbacks headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Roberts. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Breaks into the open. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Right back to the well. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Well, on a lot of third downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that third down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
Missouri gets to the line quickly.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The run inside. It's Russell. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
To the air, it's Hill. Finds his tight end. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field for a big guy. Very, very unique.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground with the running back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Got his man. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Looking for a man. It's Hill. Swings it out to his running back. And they knock him down in the backfield. Outstanding play by the defense.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Roberts. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Pocket breaking down. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
He'll be guided out of bounds at the 17, and a productive play there. Third and 6 yards to go. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Running inside, it's Smith. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Caught, and he's got room. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Hill. Looking for the score. In the end zone, he's got it. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Roberts. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Now on 1st down from the 28. Here's Simmons to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Unloads it left. It's complete. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Austin Simmons, the play fake. Rushes on him. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. Before this third down play, they're going to take a moment to think it over and call a timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but third down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
The Razorbacks take their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Simmons to throw for it on 4. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And finally, the offense strikes, man. Puts a drive together, gets points right at the end of the first half. Kudos to their defense keeping them in it. Now you got some momentum. Figure some things out at halftime. Right back in this ballgame.
And he makes the extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. After that big game, maybe no longer content to just run the ball and go to the locker room. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw, it's Hill. Going for the big play. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys?
Makes the grab in their space. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Razorbacks. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
I just love that about this team, because right when it looks like the opponent has just a glimmer of hope, scoring a touchdown on the last drive, they just come right back out, David, and they put their foot down on the gas. They put their foot down on your throat. They stay aggressive and score a touchdown of their own.
It's just such an explosive offense, man. They can hurt you so fast. They're so dangerous. Defenses don't know what to do. You're right. Great answer. You give up a touchdown, you go right back and get you one.
He'll bring it out. It's Roberts. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Complete downfield. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They'll run it on the counter. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Simmons on play action. Fires left. He makes a catch. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
It's caught. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Throwing Simmons. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross. Stop.
4th down, Simmons. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. The run inside. It's Smith. Fighting off the defender. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Plows through the defense. Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11. Third and 6 yards to go. Looking to throw, it's Hill. Back open in the middle. And he got it oh so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. There's a crease. Oh, what a cut! Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wide receiver comes in motion. Simmons. Plucks it out of the air. Turning it on. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best play.
Breaks free, and he might be gone. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Missouri! Let's see. He can block, he can catch, he can run. Yeah, let's just forget about the blocking for now. The catching, the running, the scoring is dangerous.
And they do the dirty work, but this is what they would prefer to do. These guys want to catch touchdown passes. Most of these guys were wide.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Breaks the tackle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Making side adjustments here. Now on the option. Now the toss. Might have a chance. Made a defender miss. They finally knock him down. What a great pitch and run on the option. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it 2nd. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Calls his own number. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop.
Goes to the option. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys, they've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback in the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go to creating a big loss.
Back to pass, it's Hill. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. The defense working to manage that clock. They use the timeout, 1:55 remaining. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on foot. Touchdown, Arkansas! And the punishment has been extended. This dude has just put his snout down, sharpened up those horns, and run through the defense. Another touchdown for this Hog running back.
I mean, how awesome is it? You know it's coming. You know he's the featured guy, but that's how good Arkansas is up front. Able to pave lanes, play physical, and just run the dang football.
He'll bring it out. It's Roberts. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Here's Simmons to throw. Here's the pressure. And down he goes.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
And he'll be smacked to the ground. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. From the gun on 3rd down, Simmons. Stepping to the right. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Simmons to throw for it on 4th. He's taking a deep shot. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Running inside, it's Smith. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and then limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Maybe a crease. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point is good. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. The give to Hardy. Open space at the 25. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run the counter. Last play of the game, and see if they can dress up that final score a little bit. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
Well, and it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.